I've never had this close championship battle in my entire career. We are tied in the lead with only 4 races left for this Alamo Mobile GP Championship Season 3. The top 3 of the standings, us, Verstappen and Norris, are separated by only 5 points. This season is on fire. And speaking of the season, the preparation for the next season is already in progress. In fact, we had an important announcement from the Sauber that they will be tied up with Audi from Season 4. Sauber is now the slowest car on the grid, to be honest, unfortunately. So by welcoming new engine suppliers and new main sponsors, they are trying to escape from the bottom of the grid and fight against the midfield. There are many more information coming up for the next season. Hit the subscribe button so you won't miss them. More than 70% of my viewers are not subscribed. It's free and it only takes 2 seconds, so please subscribe. Here are the results for qualifying. It's Leclerc on pole, and my rival Verstappen is in second place. My other rival Norris will start from P7, and we will start from P5. Now let's head towards the grid then, for the German Grand Prix. Here we are on the grid of Hockenheim. This track is no longer on the calendar in real life, sadly, but everyone knows that this track is full of excitement. We can tell if you have seen the sprint race, which is already up on YouTube. If you haven't seen it yet, please watch that too. Our objective for this race is to finish ahead of both of my championship rivals, who's gonna start from the front row and from the row behind us. Can we finish in front of them? We are about to find out as the red lights turn on. Decent launch of the line, the Red Bull is already coming up there inside. He gets ahead of us as we exit turn 1, and now the Ferrari is coming up on us as well. We're going wheel to wheel, making a late braking going to turn 2. From the outside, we got ahead of Perez on the apex, but we couldn't hang around the outside. Our move didn't work. Norris gets in front of us. We're down to P7. We're going into turn 6. This is a corner where I made up a couple of positions in the sprint. I'll try to do the same, going in from the outside, two side by side in front. They're tangling on the exit. They're going 3 wide, and the Ferrari has no room and had to back out of it, and he pushes his teammate behind as well. Our outside moves worked again. We overtook our championship rival and back in P5. However, our other rival Verstappen is already far ahead of the pack, and Leclerc is still right behind us. We have to go defensive into turn 12.
This is getting tighter and tighter and tighter.
We can't be fighting like this here. Verstappen is running away, and Perez go wide a bit on the exit, going wheel to wheel, and we got ahead of the second Red Bull and up to P4.
Full throttle, full blast, all the way to turn 1, and he is gaining.
But he will have slipstream on the home straight. We have to close the inside line into turn 1, and Russell went off. The man in front of us just lost his rear end of the car and flew into the gravel. And now Perez hits us from the back and gets back in front of us. And the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc gets ahead of us as well. What on earth is going on, mate? First it was Russell who had a chaos, and now Leclerc gets through because Perez made a ridiculous move on us. Here is the replay of what happened there, and what? He wasn't even slowing down. He literally used me as a brake. Man, this is a clear example of a torpedo. That's unfair. It's just ridiculous. We are trying to make a move on Leclerc in the stadium section, and the safety car is out. All of a sudden, the safety car made an appearance for the first time since round 3 Japanese Grand Prix, which was 11 races ago. And we found out the reason. The Alpine driver Carlos Sainz is out of the race. He had a terrible result in the sprint yesterday since he finished last, but now, not only that, he retired from the Grand Prix as well. What a disaster weekend for the Spanish driver. So from now on, we only have 19 drivers on the track, as the safety car will be ending this lap. This restart will be crucial. The AI is much faster than us in Sector 1. so we might have to go very aggressive on the defense as the safety car bails out to the pit. But it wasn't a good result for us. We are far behind Leclerc now, and Stroll is right behind us. We have to use ERS to defend this position, but I went deep. I was too late on the brakes and locked up. I had to shut the door on the inside and at the back. Norris is now in front of Stroll. It's now our championship driver right behind my rear wing. We all know that Ferrari has much better straight line speed than us, so we have to cut up to the pack in front in order to have DRS. Norris is still close behind. I had to go around the corner tight. Norris is coming right on our rear wing, and so is Lance Stroll. They're going wheel to wheel behind us. We have to go aggressively across them and close the inside line. We managed to stay ahead, but as we do so, the gap to cars in front is getting bigger and bigger. And I went wide on the final couple of corners. I had a little snap there and lost the traction. Now Stroll is coming up to our inside. We have to defend the inside into turn 2. Stroll is coming up from the outside of turn 4. We made contact. I squeezed Stroll to the outside and he had to back off. Now the Ferrari slips through. He'll have DRS on the long straight. I turned on ERS to overtake mode to defend this position. Norris is looking to the inside into the hairpin, and Stroll hits me. Again, the AI forced us deep and made the pass. But now, here comes Norris. He's looking to our inside. Oh, we made contact. I squeezed him too much to the inside, and we nearly went into the wall. Absolutely no mercy between us championship rivals.
Extraordinary! Elbows out brawling between the two of them.
And that's literal. He pushed us wide in turn 2 and he got ahead of us.
The leading contenders for the World Championship come together at turn 3. The crowd can't believe it.
And now we are under threat from the two Hasses. We're going left to right to defend this position. I was completely furious at this point about the dirty moves from the AI. Norris closes the inside into the hairpin. What a battle we're having today. We made a bit of contact with the Haas on the exit, but for now we have to settle for P7. I'm starting to lose grip, so I was thinking the boxing in a couple of laps and changing to hards, but Norris got slow on the exit. We slipped through the inside and got back ahead of him. Well, actually I wasn't thinking to overtake him now. I wanted the DRS on the second straight, but looks like he had another idea, and as he goes into the pit this lap and change tires, he might went for an undercut on us. This means we cannot lose any time. So as the two Hasses had DRS and came for a move, I decided not to fight against them and simply let them through. I choose the opponent. Our biggest competitor is Lando Norris. Rejoining behind him after my pit stop is the worst scenario. And I knew I didn't have the pace today on this medium compound tire, so I gave up track position and focused on the maximum pace. Sometimes being smart can be faster than running in a higher position. And I did the same to Lawson and Gasly as well. I was actually pretty shocked with the pace we're having today. But yeah, let's stay focused and stay calm and patient for now. After a few laps, I've been overtaken by Alonso as well. Oh, I went wide and my tires have no grip now. Considering the pace we are having and the laps remaining, I decided to box this lap. And so is my teammate Piastri. We're having a miserable race today. I'm struggling for pace and Oscar is stuck in the back of the pack in P15. We hope that our race will turn better. And from our side, can we rejoin in front of Norris? There goes our championship rival Verstappen and the first Ferrari, which is Leclerc. Here comes the second Ferrari. Norris is running down the home straight and okay. Unfortunately, our plan didn't work. He stays ahead of us and we're down in P12, behind RB. But let's not get negative here, since we are on fresh soft compound tire. We can hope for a much better pace than other competitors. The game is on. Norris is 3 cars ahead. We're gonna hunt him down before the checkered flag, as we immediately caught up to Lawson. No harm done, that was an easy pass on the Kiwi driver. We're up to P11, and of course some drivers haven't pitted yet, so as they did so, we're back in the points. And now we're gaining on the hands of Esteban Ocon, making a late braking to the outside and made a pass. Now we only have 1 driver left between us and Norris, which that will be the legend Fernando Alonso. But look how much we gained in just 2 corners. We're right behind Aston Martin. Looking to the inside into turn 12, that wasn't even a contest. We easily got ahead of Alonso and up to P9. But Alonso is coming back at us. He's having DRS on the main straight. Looking to the inside into turn 1, he went deep. He went straight into the gravel and lost the car. The AI has gone 2 wheels and dived into the gravel again. But we finally cleared the cars around us. The car between us and Norris is now 0. The chase is on. On lap 17, we're now in his DRS. We're gaining 2 seconds on him. Looks like it's a matter of time for me to get in front of Norris. As we go into sector 3, we're now right on his gearbox. We're looking to the inside into turn 13, going side by side and made a pass. Yes, we're back ahead of our championship rival. But it's not over yet. He's having DRS on the main straight. I thought about showing some defensive moves, but he's coming up deeper on our inside. So I let him buy it at this point so that I can have DRS on Parabolica.
This is absolutely brilliant racing between 2 supremely talented drivers, and they are giving it everything here.
And that is dramatic stuff.
He's got the slipstream too, Martin, and he is gaining, and he is gaining, and he is gaining.
And this is one of the tight corners where it can go wrong.
Oh, they touched, and they collided!
He brake tested me.
We made contact on the hairpin, but we're still right behind him.
And you can see absolutely no chance of avoiding contact and collision.
We're a bit far back, but I decided to send it down the inside into turn 8. I think Norris wasn't expecting that one. We're getting back ahead of him, but the problem is, can we push him out of DRS? We have to, or he will come back at us again. And seems to be that we can. I think Norris is out of our DRS. In fact, we're in the DRS of Behrman in front. We still have 3 laps remaining. Can we overtake the rising rookie? We are right on his tail now into turn 8. We're making a better exit, going alongside him, but he gave us a squeeze to the outside. He's desperate to finish high so that he can get a promotion to the top teams. However, I have my own career, so I send the move to the inside into turn 12. Behrman couldn't fight that one. We're up to P6. As my engineer said, he is having DRS and is still close behind me. So I came up with another clever move here. I slowed down a bit and let him by. Then I can have DRS on the next straight. It was clear that the AI would make a move into turn 2. So it is better to use that aggression so that we can have an advantage. And as I planned, we're gaining on him. He's kind of closing the inside, but I went even deeper to the inside into the hairpin. We're going wheel to wheel as we hit the brakes. Oh, we bent wheels, not only once but twice. But as we apply the throttle, we got ahead of Miriam and up to P6. Great racing, Bearman. I hope you will have a great future career. Here we are, back on the home straight. We're going into the final lap. The gap to Leclerc in front is more than 2 seconds. And my car is starting to wiggle. So I guess it is better to bring the car home safely in this position. Here we are, back in Sector 3. We had a poor pace on the medium tire and struggled quite a bit. But we used our brain to guide through the pack. It was a difficult weekend for us, but I think we pulled out the best we can do. We're gonna finish in P6 for the German Grand Prix. Here's the result of the race. Verstappen won the race with the fastest lap. This is not good. This is not good, to be honest. Very, very not good, I think. And Hamilton came second and Perez came third. Stroll finished fourth, followed by Leclerc, us, and Bearman. Norris finished 8th, Alonso in 9th, and Ocon rounding up the top 10. After these 2 race events this weekend, Verstappen is now having a huge lead in the standings. Unfortunately, we are down to P2, having 203 points, while Verstappen has 221 points. The gap to Verstappen is now 18 points, and Norris is still in P3. The gap between us is 9 points. We only have 3 races and 1 sprint race left for this season. Is it possible for us to flip the order again against Verstappen, gain 18 points before the end of this season? The hostility between us is getting higher and higher. No mercy, no doubt. We have to send it, full send it against Verstappen if we want to beat him in the championship. So guys, if you like this content, hit the like button and let me know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe so that you won't miss the iconic final phase of this boiling championship battle. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.